everybody, it's Dave with No Chaser, and today's topic is ghost. No, I'm kidding. It's about recovery, alcoholism, addiction, all that good stuff. Really, so something happened the other day. I'll keep it sort of vague, and for people that watch this, I don't know who's gonna think it's gonna be about them. I don't know if there's certain people in my life who actually watch this and see it. So anyway, screw it. I had spent some time with somebody, and I didn't think they were doing quite well. And for me, I've been struggling lately. I've just been a sense of feeling lost, a sense of uncertainty. There's good things in my life, and I'm grateful for them, but just a sort of not feeling confident in where I'm going or what I'm doing exactly. But I had this interaction with somebody, and I noticed just certain things going on where it's just oh my God, this, when I met them, how do I frame this? When I met them, their car was just really messy, and I think that they had been drinking earlier, and I hadn't talked to them for a while, and I was uncertain how they were doing, and the last time I talked to them, they mentioned that things weren't going as great, and then when I saw them, they seemed kind of just not they weren't sad or down in the dumps, but they were kind of jovial, happy in a way, but it seemed chemically induced, possibly, or just that they were, I don't know, kind of a hot mess, I guess. I hate using that word. I should use better descriptors, but in a sense where it's somebody that thinks they're doing fine and it's not going fine at all, which is hilarious because throughout so much of my life, I was just things are going great, and everybody's no, they're not. You look like a disaster. But this person, I saw that, and of course, obviously, it's going to be that thing where it's you saw that because it's obviously within yourself. You see the things you see in yourself, whatever. But in this interaction with this person, considering their life and being how do they not see these things that are going on with them? How do they not see that they look like they're on a bad path? They look like this is the living is risky in a sense of their mental health, of what they're doing with their life, of their relationships. It's just the idea of where you start noticing these things about someone else, and it feels so good to worry about that, to worry about, if this person is gonna they're gonna keep drinking this way, or they're gonna keep acting this way, or they're gonna keep doing this to their partner in their relationship, they're gonna get dumped, divorced, and the focus then goes away from you. And I was just sensing that so much. I didn't realize at the time that I was just so involved with this narrative about thinking about this person's life of, oh my God, do they even know they're not doing this well, and things look really, really bad. I'll get more into it. Their car looked like a disaster, and I think that they were probably above the legal limit of drinking for the driving, and it was during the day, and it was just a friend that I hadn't seen for a while, and you don't really know how to approach them. And the funniest thing is that I know I've been that friend so many times. I probably showed up somewhere and met with some people, whether it was to play softball, or we got together to help somebody move or something like that, and they're Dave's here, cool. Oh wait, not cool, he's just train wreck person. And they don't know how to approach it, and just grab them and be hey, are you doing all right? And I had that same feeling about someone else, but I don't internalize it to myself. The biggest thing is I just want to so hone in on thinking, and the best part is that I'm thinking about it, I'm not putting any of this to plan. Like I'm gonna you know what I should do? I should ask them when they're off next so I can help them clean up their car. And then I should ask them, you know, have they been seeing a therapist? How much have they been drinking? I should confront them or do an intervention. Like I'm not doing anything in my mind to plan to actually help fix them. All I'm doing is just like worrying about them, having this sort of sense of you know, I can't ignore this. I would be a terrible person if I would just be like, you know what, I'm just gonna ignore that they're doing bad. You know, so I feel better about myself. But the reality is that I think it's my mind just playing this game where it's so nice to just fixate on the faults of others or the seemingly, because the best part is I'm not entirely sure how this person's life's going. Red flags are everywhere, but I don't know for a fact that things are really bad. But the point is that my fixation on it is not to any goal. It's not like I'm going to actually do something about it. Like it would be one thing if I noticed it and I said something right away, or it'd be another thing if after the interaction I called them and been like, hey, I noticed this thing about you. I noticed this, and this. I noticed that hey man, it had been the middle of the day and you smelled like booze, like you had been drinking, and weren't you supposed to be at work? And why is your car this dirty? And you know, you just did this thing spur of the moment. I happened to be off work for this other reason, but you just called me and wanted to do a thing, which sounded fun, but it didn't seem that good. You know, what's going on? And the thing is okay, either you do that, you go to that person and you lay out what you saw and you do it from a place of true empathy. I see this and I want to help you. Or you don't. You go, let them live their life. But I do the third thing where I just go, no, I'm not actually going to help them. And I'm not going to just be I can't control their lives. I can't do anything. I don't have any control over other people. I just have to focus on myself. No, I'm just going to sit and ruminate and come up with, depressing thoughts, come up with anxiety inducing thoughts, come up with these things of sort of negative cognitions that will only take me to a place where I'll probably do some bad behavior or do something bad. When I say that, I mean it'll lead to me lying or overeating or procrastinating, shoving off some responsibility, lashing out, or the main thing is in terms of this YouTube channel, going back to drinking, relapsing or something. And it's this crazy way that I've noticed that it is almost in a sense that even though the interaction came to me, it's I seek out to find a problem of someone else's to worry about, to get upset for myself, to lose, I guess, hope in things, or the idea that I'm doing good. It's I'm looking for reasons to not believe in my own sort of journey or what I'm doing with myself. And it's tricky because there's also a sense of I care about this person. I'm not a shitbag where I'm just no, you should be yeah, they're probably going to get maybe a DUI and they might do something really bad or something. They could crash and burn in horrible ways, but whatever. No, I care about them and that's there. But it's this split brain thing where it goes to this other level where just ruminating, and also, by the way, what some people may do is they gossip about other people, and they talk about this person is not doing super well, and they just get so involved with another person's either downfall or struggle that it just feels like they're sort of taking I don't know what you call like a misery vacation where they get to sit, or misery spectatorship, where they get to watch this and not focus on their own. And that sounds super shitty to do, and it kind of is shitty, but like, I don't mean to do that, but I know my brain kind of like drives that way. And so, with all this rambling, I'm trying to think of, what system can I do? Like, what's the best thing I can do to alleviate this? Okay, so it can do like basically two things. One, you care about the person. So are you going to do something about it? Like I said, are you actually going to approach them and say, hey, I saw this. Maybe it's not my place. I just wanted to let you know, blah, blah, blah. Like that I'm worried or something. Or two, am I going to take this and use it to my own use? Like in a way of like, use it like, hey, the faults you see in this person or the worries you have is something that is actually about you. Are you going to actually involve that and use that for yourself? Are you going to like at least take some of like the suffering or misery that's occurring and make some use out of it? Like learn something from this, or not even learn, but use something as a motivation or inspiration to do something well for yourself. Like those are the two good options, I would say, of like what I can actually do about this. And I don't know which approach to take with this person. So, but that's a real life, the scenario I'm going through. I know it's kind of mired in ambiguity, but it just, I don't know if any of you guys have been in scenarios like that where you just come across something where it strikes you so dearly about your concern about another person, even though your own life is maybe not in order, I guess is what I'm trying to go for. Anyways, that's enough rambling for today. Like, subscribe, or just, whatever. Actually, watch, what's some good YouTube videos? Watch compilations of like, Blue Earth, I think it's called. Nature videos are super relaxing, super good. What am I doing now? Okay, anyways, bye.